Hey everyone, it's Mara Allard of Wind, Water, and Wisdom, and it's Monday. We're going to do the energy forecast for the month a little differently. I have a bit of a channel message, then I'm going to go over a card for the month of May, overall energy. Then I'm going to do a weekly card for this week's overall energy or message, and then an individual card as we do as well for you to pick. Okay, I'm going to start with reading the channeled message. I may talk a little bit about it at the end and then go into the monthly card. So here we go. May brings golden energy to the forefront, shimmering and shiny, streaming like the sun, bold and brazen at times, yet illuminating and translucent. Step forward. Bask in the beauty and warmth. Strides can be made now, pathways clear some. Life makes a little more sense. That's good to know. There is a quickening at hand. Seize it when it feels ripe, but not before. Let go of expectations and release others of theirs as well. Move forward when the green light appears, but not before. Bursting forward will lead to delays. Ember flames around a fire lead the way. Light your fire this month, but be prepared to act only when you feel the call, and so it is. Okay, so I love that there's a more forward momentum. I love the thought of golden energy. We're in an Aries energy this month with a lot of planets, which Aries is a cardinal sign. Aries is fire. We're also in Taurus this month, and that's grounding. So it's like the two together. A lot of planets, like I said, are in Aries, which is bold and fire. So you get that, like, I want to move forward, but Taurus is grounding. And it's like, are you sure you want to move forward? Are you prepared to move forward? So it's like, it's asking you to move forward, but with discernment. Like when the time is right. Don't push the agenda, but when you see the door open, go for it. It's also asking you to let go of expectations of yourself and others around you. So I thought that was a beautiful message to start the month. Now the card for the month is the same card we had last week. So we're getting an overall theme. The month card is Imagine. And that was our card for the week last week. So if we're paying attention to how I've been doing this, we had the week before we had Regeneration. So, things bubbling up. Then we had Imagine, which is imagining the life you want, or imagining, you can break it into small parts or you can do a huge. And for the month, I'm going to say this should be an overall. But when you get it for the week, it's like imagine the job you want. Imagine the partnership you want. Imagine how you want your relationship with your children. Imagine how you want your day to go. That's an easy one. Imagine when you get up how you want the day to unfold. When I get this card for the month, I'm thinking, imagine the life you want to create. What does your life that you want to create, your one divine wild life that you want to have, what does that look like? This is asking you to imagine that without boundaries, without guardrails. What if you could have this life that you want? What does that look like? And dream about it. Bask in the possibility of, could this be yours? Why not? Why couldn't it be yours? I read recently something about aging versus living. We're all aging. No matter if you're 1 year old or you're 88 years old, we're all aging. And there are responsibilities that go with aging. But there's also living. And in between the responsibilities, can you find the space to live? And then that's where imagination comes in. Okay, we have to go to work. We might have to take care of our children. We might have to food shop. We might have to mow the lawn. Okay, that's aging. But where is the living in between? Or can you even push it further? Can you truly live in the mundane tasks? Imagine a life where you do the things that may feel very repetitive or mundane. Can you actually imagine those as living? So if this is the card for the month, you're going to use your creativity. You're going to dream into a life that you want, whatever that looks like for you. Not what Instagram or Facebook or your neighbor, but what makes you feel alive. Okay, that's for the month. For the week, we have a change in the wind. Okay, so this is going to be a card that tells me you want to probably be a little fluid this week. Change in the wind. Best laid plans. You're going to go do something, and your plans to go out on a date with your partner, and your child starts throwing up. change in the wind. You have this project due at work and you're asked to scratch it and start from new. You have the day lined up and there's a, storm brewing and you can't do the outdoor plans. This is like a change in the wind. Again, this can be very small or it could be dramatic. I'm not going to lie. It's a change in direction. So if you're watching this video, be prepared that something that you had laid out this week can change. It could be a plan. It could be a responsibility. It could be the vision for your life. I mean, remember, we're imagining this month. Is what you thought really what you thought your life should look like? Could you change it? Could you see things differently this week? If you put these cards together, can you see things differently this week? Okay, I'm going to turn this camera around and let you pick your card for the week. Okay, now remember that the items on top of the cards are not what you're looking at. Those are just placeholders. But you look at these cards, and the very first card that you're drawn to, that instant quickening, that pull, whatever that feels like in your body, that is your card and you claim it. And don't second guess that decision. I'm going to give you a minute to think about this. Okay, not quite a minute. You should have your card. And now I'm going to reveal what they are. If you picked the shell or the card under the shell, this is Co-Create. So this is a beautiful card. And Co-Create is all about creation and what you can dream into existence. But when it says co-create, it's meaning that you're not doing this alone. Have you lost your way as far as believing that you are doing it all yourself? You are not co-creating your life by yourself. There is spirit, your connection to God, the universe, the divine. When you are looking to create something, are you asking for their direction? Are you looking for the clues to be led? This is this card. This week, whatever you're trying to create, whether it be a new job or a new offering or anything you're trying to create in your life, a new recipe, it doesn't matter. Creativity is how you define it. Remember, you're not creating this alone. You are never alone in creating. You're never alone, period, but you're never alone in your creations. So ask for help. Ask for guidance. Say a prayer. Sit in meditation. Sit in stillness. If you don't like the word meditation, sit in stillness and see what bubbles up. Go for a walk. What bubbles up is what the divine is trying to show you and assist you. Okay. If you chose the card under the unicorn, Treasure Island. Well, Treasure Island is a great card. It's a card about abundance. Something's coming your way this week that is abundant. Remember, abundance is not always financial. Abundance could be you've got a day off, you've got a lot of time. Something great is going to happen this week. This is a great card. It's a treasure. You found a treasure. It's like you're digging for gold and gold is there. So something good is going to happen this week. And you can just, as soon as it comes up, and good doesn't mean grand. So, when you go back over the week and you look, well, where is my treasure? It can be the beautiful thing that's stumbling upon a bird's nest and watching a bird pop through a shell. Like divine, I think that if anything, I'm trying to help people to understand is that we think in terms a lot of times of grand, and it can just be very simple. Like a treasure can be simple. It doesn't have to be like, yes, you could get a huge refund from the IRS. Wouldn't that be great? They made a mistake on your taxes. Yes. But it could be something very simplistic. So Treasure Island, great card. Okay, finally, if you pick the card under the feather, this is Unfinished Symphony. This means something's coming back that wasn't quite finished before. This could be a relationship that perhaps you had with a person that kind of fell apart but not fully explained. It could be something in your life that isn't finished, that is unfinished business. Maybe you started a project and kind of let it go off by the side. It's coming back to haunt you or tease you or taunt you. And I wouldn't say haunt is the right word, but you didn't wrap up the final details. So things from your past could come up this week. Things that you didn't tie up the loose ends. If you have loose ends to tie up, I would tie them up. This is a week asking you to do that. Wrap up any unfinished business that you have in your life, whatever that looks like. Okay, so either you're co-creating, you're looking for something great to happen this week, or you're tying up some loose ends that you may have procrastinated, and it's asking you not to so that this doesn't become a problem. Tie up anything that you need to with a little bow. Have a great week.